Hey everybody, it's time to make your favorite pot roast. And I like to use a slow cooker for mine. I start with 3 pounds of a rump roast with some soy sauce and my very special secret ingredient, better than bouillon. I use 1 cup of flour, a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a dash, maybe a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I like a little hot to my stuff. Adds a little flavor. Put some olive oil or any kind of oil you like in a skillet. You need plenty of oil, so don't be afraid to use it. And you take your pot roast and you put it in that bag of flour and seal it up with a little air in it so you got a ball to toss around. And don't get too rigorous with this because you can bust a bag, but pat the flour onto the roast and put it in your medium-high skillet. Now we're going to brown every side of the roast. It doesn't have to be super brown, but it just needs to be brown to kind of sear in the juices. And also to make the gravy for your pot roast, because a pot roast is only as good as the gravy you make to put on it. That's the truth. Put your pot roast in the crock pot, and now we're going to start to make the gravy. Now, add some more oil if you need to, and we're going to take the flour that was in the bag, because that should be enough. You put a cup, and put that into the oil. Make sure you got some water handy, because we're going to use about 4 cups of it, and we're going to stir this flour around in the skillet to get it brown more. You might have to add a little more oil, but that's okay. Just keep stirring, and it'll get sizzly, and it'll start to change colors a little bit. Now, add a dollop of this better than bouillon and get it melted in there, stirring it around on medium-low heat. Just keep stirring till it gets incorporated. And here's the secret. Don't add too much water at one time. 1 cup at a time or even less. And do it on this medium-low heat because we don't cook on high at FlyLady. So keep adding another cup until it gets incorporated. It'll get thicker and thicker. And just keep stirring. And it'll get smooth again, and it'll get... Now I'm going to add some soy sauce because it needs a little salt to it. And it doesn't matter if you use plain flour or self-rising flour, but it's going to need a little salt, and the soy sauce adds that to it. So get it all smooth, and then we're going to add that to our slow cooker. Now, it can be thick, it can be thin. It doesn't matter because it's going to cook. The pot roast is going to cook in this liquid, and it is going to make your pot roast taste amazing. Now, you might want a taste of it. Just a little taste of it right now, just to make sure you like the flavor, because it might need a little more salt. Trust your taste buds. Now, wash a few potatoes. I like to keep the potato skins on because they stay together in the pot. If you take the potato skins, if you peel them, it makes for mushy stuff, and I don't like mushy. Now, and I forgot to slice up the onions to put in the gravy. I usually do it while it's in the skillet, so I'm just going to add it right here to the slow cooker. Just you can't make a mistake. That's just all it is. It's imperfect cooking at its best. So just add the onions. Onions give it great flavor. And it doesn't take long to add them. I just like to slice them right off in little slivers and throw them in there and then stir it all around. Just don't be afraid to make a mistake. Half of cooking is, messing up, and that's okay. We just keep sampling it a little bit and get it the way we like it. Sometimes I holler at Robert to come in the kitchen and I need your taste buds, honey, and he comes in and tells me what I need to do. Or he'll add something to it. We play a little game like that. So it's always fun to be in the kitchen. We have a kitchen that is more than a one-butt kitchen. And we can both be in there at the same time. This pot roast is going to make your house smell wonderful. It's just going to be amazing. And getting dinner in the crock pot ready to go frees you up this afternoon to kind of, if you want to take a nap, whatever you want to do. So stir those onions into the gravy, add those potatoes to it, and your crock pot's going to be good and full. I have a 7-quart crock pot. Scrub your carrots. I don't even like to peel the carrots because they have a really thin skin on them, but scrub them with a little scouring pad, cut the ends off, and start poking those into the gravy. And before you know it, in 4 hours on high and 8 hours on low, you're going to have a pot roast. And be sure and look up my biscuit recipe and make some biscuits to go along with this, because you're going to want to put some gravy over those biscuits. You're going to like this recipe.